Yo, yo, what's going on, Scott? Can you hear me okay? Like my mic ain't working. Yo, what up, Larry Ball? Oh, okay, good, good. More worried about the offense or defense against Ohio State? Uh, Honestly, I think I'm more worried about the defense. Well, are you talking about our defense and offense, or are you talking about OSU's? On our end, yeah, ours. Uh, I think it's the offense because we've been playing good, but we haven't played somebody with that level of competition and talent. So how will we be able to handle Chase Young? Will we be able to run the ball against them? Because if we can't run it, we're not just going to be able to throw flanker screens and bubble screens all day. So how will we if we can't run the ball? How will we be able to pass when that's passing feeds into Chase Young and the Avengers? They call themselves Superman and the Avengers. So it's gonna be tough because the passing game kind of plays into what they do best. Think we can cover the crossing routes, Ross Hickson? I'm not sure if we have to worry about that this year so much. I'm what I'm more worried about this year is their power running game. And then like I don't see them doing too many crossing routes, but they might. But they stretch the field. They have some players that once they get behind you, they can make some acrobatic catches, just like our receivers can, though. How hurt did Fields get? I'm not sure. It's kind of hush hush. We'll find out. We won't find out until the game how hurt he is. If he's hurt, because he when he came off the field, he didn't walk off like he was just hurt like that. To me, he didn't. But you never know if it was an ankle. If it's an ankle, the next day is when it gets worse. Shea Patterson gonna beat Ohio State. I'm tired of losing to OSU. I can't stand them guys. Welcome to the club, bro. We we all want to beat them. We're all tired of losing to them every year. We tired of it. Everybody's tired of it, bro. Hopefully, shake hand. He's playing. If this is what we wanted to see, this is what we wanted to see him playing well, and he's doing it right now. So uh, this is our best shot. Penn State confused them with the QB run. Yeah, yeah. I mean, what with the Penn State game, they weren't doing anything with Clifford, and then the backup comes in and he starts running it, which kind of messed them up a little bit. But Penn State only had one good drive against them, y'all. The rest was a fumble in Ohio State fumbled it in their own territory, and then they had another drive where they got a field goal. But they only had one really good drive, I'd say. Let's see. We started off way too slow. That's facts, Randall Berto. That's facts. We start off way too slow, and that's gonna be big. We can't do that. Let me see. Spy Fields with McGrone. Yeah, Spy Fields with McGrone, and I also saw that they had trouble with the delayed blitz. So Penn State would bring their 4 or 5, and then a second or two later they blitz another guy and it kind of messed Fields up. So we'll see if we might want to use that. Don Brown better shut down OSU offense. He needs to. It's time for him to. Don Brown, for all the accolades, it's time for you to have a big time game where your defense shuts down a legitimate top 10 team, a legit one. You can say the Notre Dame game, but I don't know. It was a monsoon, so it's hard to take stuff from that. But this is a top 5 team, top 2 team. So this, all your accolades, earn them this Saturday, Don Brown. How do you think Michigan will match up with Ohio? It's a weird matchup to me this year because it's changing up. Because last year they had Dwayne Haskins, and he's a mobile QB, but he's a pocket passer. He wants to sit in the pocket. So this year, Fields isn't just a pocket passer. Like, he'll sit in the pocket, but he'd rather get out and run. At least from what I see from, but he'll sit back there and throw it. But they're gonna use him in the run, and if things break down, they're gonna use his legs, cause QB sneaks and stuff like that. Like, he's a beast. Do you think Harbaugh will play only Patterson or throw in McCaffrey for a few snaps? I'm thinking we might have a trick play with McCaffrey. That's what I'm thinking they're gonna do with that a trick play, like we saw against who was that we played? Not it wasn't this week. It was the team we played just before that. Was that Maryland? I'm not even sure. Oh, it was Michigan State. Yeah, so I'm sure we'll probably do a trick plays. I'm sure they have a couple of trick plays they have. Even something out of the Wildcat. We will see if we have been preparing for them all year like they do us. Why haven't we prepared for them all year? That's a good question, but we have to prepare for them. But the thing about OSU and us is OSU, they don't have any other rivals. We're like their only legitimate rival, where historically us, we got Michigan State, we got Notre Dame. So we got rivalries that we have to worry about besides them that are big games. Like Michigan, I'm from Michigan. Michigan State, that's a huge game for us. So, it's hard to just focus on them, but it has to be done because you beat Ohio State, you can win the Big Ten. So beating them, everything else will fall into place. This should be a good game this year. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, hopefully it is a good game. Hopefully it is, because I need it. I need to win. I need to see us win this one. I heard they're calling for snow. Fields ever played in snow? Probably not. He's from Georgia, so probably not. Yeah, I don't think he's played in snow. But that will change the game up a little more. You might see teams get conservative, but sometimes teams don't care. And if it's raining and snowing, they'll still be throwing it or whatever. So it just depends on the coach and how much he trusts his players. Don Brown said he would give the same treatment to OSU like he did Penn State last year. I remember talking about 2017 game. Yeah, he has to. Honestly, he should have been taking them serious. Like, he should have been taking OSU serious. They not somebody you can play around with. They serious, and they always take us serious. So you like my other video the other day, you have to give them a certain amount of respect, and when you do that, you won't have things like last year happen, where you're not prepared for that spread passing game and the crossing routes and all that. You'll be prepared for it. Will Hart didn't have a good game against Indiana. He has to flip that. Facts. Whitney Jackson, how you doing? Yeah, I noticed that too. He was kicking it 25, 30 yards. That's big, especially if it's a low scoring game. Field position plays into everything. If you're constantly starting on your own 20 and 10, then it's going to be hard for you when you could be starting on your own 40 or 35. That's a big difference. We cannot let Ohio State walk in our house and beat us. Last year, we was on our way to the Big Ten championship, the college football playoff. And they stopped us. Now the tables have turned now. They stopped us 2016. They stopped us last year. That's why it's crucial that we're ready to play them and beat them. Everything goes through them in the Big Ten. It goes through them, and everybody else is trying to catch up. That's just how it is. So, Tiger Raven 2018 from a Clemson fan. I hope y'all beat OSU on Saturday. Appreciate it, bro. I hope we do too. I hope we do too. We trying to get to where Clemson is. Shea needs a 300 passing game, 3 TDs. That's good every game. Every game we can get. We want 300 yards, 3 TDs. That's never a bad thing, unless your passing percentage is horrible or something. Let's see, Scott. They got to stop doing those direct snaps to Hassan Haskins. Don't think it will work against OSU. Against OSU, it probably won't be. But my boy Monk, my boy, he used to always take me to Michigan games and Michigan State games. He was saying that he's thinking they're doing a setting up a trick play off of that, just like you just said. So that's probably what it is. But this game is going to be big for Gaddis. Gaddis, Don Brown, Harbaugh, earn y'all money. Earn y'all money Saturday. This is where y'all earn y'all big, all that money you making, Harbaugh, $7 million, whatever. Don Brown, but you the best defensive coordinator. Josh Gaddis, speed and space, and time to show up. Time to show up. Let's see. Shea will have to make Young think before he just crashes down. It would be the only way our offense will have a chance. That's what I'm worried about the most is Chase Young, y'all. That dude is a monster. He's a beast. He looks kind of funny to me. He looks kind of funny, but that dude is a monster. He is a beast. And he worries me. He worries me. You're going to have to double team him. You're going to have to throw screens. I wouldn't even, with Shea's been playing well, but I wouldn't even trust him to throw screens to his side because Young is a smart player and he might see it coming and get a pick. I wouldn't even throw the screen to his side. I'd throw it away from him if we're going to run like bubble screens and slot screens, all that type of stuff. But you're going to have to throw a lot of those type of passes because strip sack, the thing that makes him great is he doesn't just come and he doesn't just get around the quarterback and get a sack. He gets the ball. That's the biggest thing is getting the ball back. I've said that for a while now with players like him, the Bosas. They don't just get sacks. They get the ball back for their team and make game-changing plays. That's the biggest thing. And I hope our players, if they can get to Fields, get that ball out. Get that ball out. One thing I will say about our defense, this is normally we have a good defense with numbers and stuff, but this year we're getting way more turnovers. Usually we have a good defense that just causes punts, but we don't get a lot of turnovers. This year we're getting a lot of turnovers. Come on, fellow Buckeye fans, respect your enemy until the last tick on that clock. Then we can talk. I mean, y'all fans, y'all done won so much that y'all just confident that y'all gonna handle business. That's what y'all just so confident. Y'all confident, like even if it's close, y'all pull it out. So it's like, okay, y'all nice. Thanks for coming, Michigan. Yeah, talking to all y'all stuff. I can't blame you. Like after a certain point, it's like, are they ever gonna beat us? Let's just be real. Hendon played a lot against Indiana. I'm glad they get these young guys, Chris Hendon, Mozzie Smith. We're gonna need them guys. I'm not sure who all because Michigan lists their players with their years from their academic. So a junior might be listed as a senior. So it's kind of hard to tell who's a senior, who's a junior, or whatever. I've gotten confused now with some of the players. I don't know how much eligibility they have left. But we're gonna need some of those young dudes next year because we're gonna lose. I'm thinking Uche is a senior, isn't he? He was a junior last year, but the way they list it, it's hard to know. So I really have to look up who's coming back and who's leaving. But the secondary should be intact next year with Lavert Hill. We're losing him. We lose Metellus, but you got Dax Hill playing all this time. You got Hawkins playing all this time. So the secondary should be straight. Vincent Gray has been balling and doing his thing. So I'm from Ohio, but I want to be from Ann Arbor, and I hate Ohio and Ohio teams. I went to Columbus, Ohio, and I went up to Ohio State University, and I had on a Michigan Wolverine hat and a flag. Okay, I see you. I don't know how to say your first name. I see you, Davidson. I see you. He say he hate Ohio teams. Let's see. The reason Michigan lost a lot of previous games versus OSU was the OSU played with more pride than UM. I believe that's true also. It has to be a pride thing. Like this is the most important game. Michigan State, we've gotten that going again. Notre Dame, now it's time to take care of OSU. That is, and I hope Harbaugh needs to start telling these dudes like in the off season, everything. They control our season. They everything you want is there for y'all. It's all there. But you got to beat OSU. We we can handle everybody else. We've beat Penn State. Every other year we beat Penn State. We've beaten Michigan State the last 2 times. Beat Notre Dame. We don't see them for a while now. We can beat Wisconsin. They got us this year, but we've beaten them. We can get all these teams, but if you get your team to buy in that we have to beat Ohio State to get where we want to be, everything else gonna fall into place. Because if you can beat them, you can beat anybody in the Big Ten. It's just simple as that. Ohio State would have blown out Penn State if not for the bad weather and the fumbles. I'm a fan of neither, but y'all want to beat Michigan, you got to stop the run and stop Chase Young. Oh, definitely. That's facts. OSU, that was a controlled ass whooping yesterday that they did. And it was the final score wasn't as close. The final score made it look closer than it really was. That game wasn't that close. Even when Penn State scored and it made it 17-21, it wasn't that close. They didn't score again, and OSU scored one more touchdown. Penn State they couldn't move the ball consistently. I was saying this yesterday on the live. You have to beat OSU, you have to have good defense, good offense. A good defense can't continue to do what they have to do if the offense is getting 3 and outs every time and the defense is getting tired. Now, if your offense is balling and your defense is bad, it's just going to be you might have a shootout. But can your offense keep up with them? Either way, you're going to want your defense to do something. All right, make a play for us. We having a shootout, make a play for us. Like Oklahoma's last 2 games have come down at the end, and then their defense makes a play finally. So I don't care if the defense show up, I need the offense to ball out. But if the defense is balling, I need the offense. I need some both of them. I need them both. You can't just have one and expect to beat OSU. Penn State's defense was holding it down slick, and their offense they couldn't get anything consistent going. The turnovers helped them stay in the game and make a little run. I hate when Michigan fans act scared because Ohio is good. I don't care if Ohio is the best team I expect to win. You can expect to win, bro, but it's Omar. But you have to have if you can be a homer, and not saying that you are, but you can be a homer, or you can be. I'm a realist, so I expect to. When it comes to OSU, I don't really give my opinion on it. I just have to watch and see. Like, hopefully we can do this. Hopefully we can win this game. Like, just like last year. I was nervous, but hopefully we can win this game. We haven't done it in so long that there's a lot of stuff that our guys have to do. They have to make the big plays. Metellus, what was that? 2017 when we were up. He dropped a pick that would have stopped all the momentum from OSU. I think we were up 14-0 and they were driving. He dropped a pick when they were in the red zone. I think it was 1 or 2 plays later, touchdown. Then the momentum switched. Our players have to start making those plays. OSU players make those plays. Dwayne Haskins, 2017, comes in, balls out as a freshman, makes throws and makes plays with his legs when JT Barrett wasn't even making throws. So our players have to want to make these plays, have to want to make those Woodson punt returns, picks in the game. You know what I'm saying? The players have to make the plays. Do you think Michigan will throw the ball on first down to control the tempo? They might. I don't know what they're gonna do on this one, y'all, because we haven't faced a team with somebody that's that good. Speaking of Chase Young, somebody that good. So if you throw it, it has to be. You have to account for him. So you can't just be dropping back first down and then you get smashed or you get fumbled. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be throwing on first down. It has to be a smart play. Are you going to throw screens on first down? Are you going to try quick slant? The quick game, if we're going to try to throw, the quick game is what it has to be, because dude would wreck your whole offensive scheme. Run and pass. Dude is a beast. 9 tackles yesterday. Forced fumble. 3 sacks. They played Wisconsin. 4 sacks. That's game changing. I single-handedly will shut down your offense type stuff. That's what I wanted to see out of Rashawn. And I know people say, well, Don Brown schemed this defense like that. Well, if Rashawn was that cold and he schemed the defense to make him be an anchor and just take up blocks, Don Brown's dumb. if he was Chase Young type talent and he had him doing that just wasn't smart. Let's see. Nico is such a sleeper. Nico is gone after this year. I can't see Nico coming back, y'all. Even the announcers know it, and I said this like 5-6 weeks ago. Throw that ball deep to Nico. It's either going to be a pass interference or he's going to catch it. I don't think I've seen a deep ball to him where he didn't catch it if it wasn't pass interference. And I've watched every game. I don't even think I can say that I've seen that. If the ball was in his radius, he's coming down with it. Like, I don't see him coming back. But it's not like we're not prepared. We got plenty of young wide receivers. Tariq, I'm sure Tariq will be back because he's been kind of the odd man out of the trio. DPJ, he needs to come back too. We need people that hate OSU. We have too many good guys. Where the goons at? Man, you better start hating them and have a passion for that. You better start hating them. When I see people, and I'm nice to OSU fans because it's my page. Y'all be on here, so I got to be cordial with y'all. But when I see OSU fans in the street, sometimes I just want to, you know what I'm saying? See an OSU fan, You know what I'm saying? I get that urge, like I should have just, you know what I'm saying? I should have just, the Sean Taylor, Why do you think OSU will have? Who do you think? I'm not sure. OSU's got that top corner. They got, I can't remember his name. I think he's number one, but he's slick a beast. I've seen him make some freakish interceptions. So they'll probably have him on Nico maybe. I'm not sure exactly. Appreciate the donation, Joseph Gibson. Send Joe Milton our way so we can open up his full potential. Harbaugh is not using him right. Are you an OSU fan? Who's your team? Who your team, bro? Bro, y'all. That's my worry is we will lose Joe or Dylan, and they will be killing it. I'm not just talking about like Brandon Peters level. I'm talking about a Joe Burrow type level or something, or even Fields leaving Georgia, go somewhere else and be a Heisman candidate or something. That's my biggest fear with those guys, with Joe or Dylan losing either one of them. Micah Love, appreciate it, bro. I try to keep it real, man. Do you think Michigan can beat OSU? I mean, we got a chance. We got a chance. But you can't have turnovers. One, you have to be able to get pressure on Fields. You have to be able to block. And you just gotta this is a game where big plays. I make big plays and that's it. Woodson type stuff. This is the game where you have to do that. Everybody else doing the talking. He the one doing the walking. That's what I'm talking about. OSU fans say we can't win a big game because we're just Michigan and we are not like OSU or Bama and Clemson. To be like them, we have to beat OSU teams like OSU, top teams. OSU, just like Notre Dame last year. How good were they? You know what I'm saying? Like they got rolled by Clemson. It ain't too many teams that can compete with them. Those top teams. You got LSU, you got Bama, OSU, Clemson, and Georgia. Did I say LSU? Well, you got those you got about 6 teams. I'll throw Oklahoma in there too. But their defense is so trash, it'll keep them from winning championships. They can make the playoff and compete, but their defense is so trash, they just gonna keep giving up points. Like it's 40 to 55 and stuff. Like their defense is just trash. They don't play any defense in the Big 12. Now, Bob Stoops, when he was there back in the day, he had them playing defense then. But I don't know what's happened lately. Let's see. Cool Moet. I'm worried about Joe leaving, Dylan not so much. Yeah, I'm worried about Joe. The thing that I think will keep Joe around though is Dylan's skinny. Dylan is skinny. I told somebody this in the off season when I saw a picture. I'm like, he's still too lean. You can't be that lean of a frame and run it as much as he does and be a starter because you're going to take hits. You're going to get blasted standing in the pocket waiting to the last second. Like you have to put some meat on your bones to play football at that type of level. So honestly, if Dylan was to get the starting job, I wouldn't be surprised if he got hurt and Joe became the starter. So I'm thinking Joe knows that also. But Joe might win the job, y'all. It's when the offseason comes, it's gonna be an open competition. because we haven't seen enough of either one of them to say, okay, Dylan's ahead of him. I mean, they might like Harbaugh might see it in practice, but as far as in game, we haven't seen that much of either one of them to say one is just definitely better than the other one. They're both unknowns. And then Harbaugh these last 2 weeks, y'all, that made me mad what he did, not letting them get in the game. One, we got OSU. Shay's got 5 touchdowns. If he ain't confident by now, he never will be. You don't need no more reps after you got 5 touchdowns. And it's the fourth quarter, off halfway through the fourth quarter. My thing is, why you don't want to let them dudes get no shine? I don't like that, bro, because I done been on teams and, I was talking to my nephew last night. He played college football. When you work just as hard as the starters and everybody else, let me get in the game, dog. We blowing them out. Let me get in the game. Like, I'm practicing just as hard as everybody else. Why do you have him in the game still? I want to play too. Do I get to play? I'm the backup, but we're up 30. Can I get a couple reps? And that's just why I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Let them dudes get some shine, man. You ain't got to play him. We know Shay's the starter now. Shay's playing well. Nobody can say anything about that. But let Dylan or whoever you think the backup is get in there and get a couple reps. Let them throw a touchdown and celebrate with their teammates. And you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. Like, let them dudes get in there. Yes, sir. I'm a Mortal Enemy fan, but I have respect. I, unlike many other fans, like my posts before respect your enemy. I see you, Joe. Have you seen JJ McCarthy's film? If so, what do you think? I love your show. I appreciate it. Holy Reaver 97. I haven't seen much of J McCarthy, but everybody keeps bringing him up, so I'm gonna have to look him up. Somebody posted yesterday that he's kind of small, so. But I keep hearing that he's the best quarterback prospect we've had in years and all this type of stuff. So I guess we'll see when it's his time. Not sure if who will be the starter by the time he comes. Will that be by that time? It should be Joe. I want to say, as if Joe stays or McNamara. So we'll find out. This year will be a great game. The Bucks were a little exposed defensively with the QB run and stamina. Michigan hitting strides and Fields and Dobbins dropping balls this year. That's true, but you can't count on that. You can't count on that. The thing that happened, and I'm gonna give Penn State credit for this. When Fields fumbled, had on the ball. He had the hat on the ball. So that's perfect tackling. He's trying to dive. You come in, boom, head on the ball. He gonna drop it. The other one, Dobbins dropped it too, but stripping at it. That's a hungry defense. I'm gonna cause a turnover. I'm gonna make a big play. I'm gonna change the outcome of this game. And that's what we need. Just like when we get when Dax Hill got that pick. We didn't do nothing with it. And that's going to be big. If we getting picks and we get a fumble or something like that, or we're constantly getting OSU 3 and outs, we have to do something with it. Because just like when we played Penn State, we were getting 3 and outs, but it took our offense so long to make something out of them that we were killing the clock and then we were just punting. You know what I'm saying? So you have to make the most of your possessions. Let's see. 2 words, crossing patterns. I'm not sure. I am Dan Reeve. I'm not sure how much crossing patterns will be a factor in this one. But they probably will. Just to test Don Brown out. Is it just me or does it feel like the upcoming game feels like last year's? when OSU was a huge underdog and Michigan looked really good and playoff bound. Only this year the roles are completely reversed. Yeah, there's somewhat. There's somewhat. It's just a lot of people don't believe in us like that because we haven't beat them. So a lot of people are like, okay, let's wait and see. Are they for real? They were for real last year and then they lost. Is it? You know what I'm saying? So for people to just get on our bandwagon and believe us, we have to beat them. We can't any allow we can't allow any more runs. We have the best defense. The runs we definitely have to because they're gonna come out with power run. They're gonna have some power running sets. So that's the first thing, and then the RPO game because they're gonna be doing RPO stuff too. Watch out for the double moves. Hate to say us, but I can see us getting beat deep a lot. Are you talking about Michigan? I mean, if we play man defense and Lavert Hill is grabbing, he gonna grab. So it's gonna be big on them. That's another thing. Penalties. We gonna get penalties called against us, y'all. We know that. So it's gonna be crucial that we limit the penalties. But yeah, I wouldn't be. They gonna take their shots deep. That's for sure. And Don Brown, you on that? Don't be doing all that man stuff. You better throw some zones out there. I'm tired of savior transfer QBs. Me too. I wanted you. You recruited them. Okay, you recruited them. You recruited Dylan Joe, McNamara. What do they have? It's time to see what they have. Well, next year. Let's see. Lucas Reiser. Michigan needs to play a perfect game, and OSU needs to make 2 or 3 mistakes. You're probably right about that. You're probably right. Our margin for error playing them, it's not it's we got a small margin for error messing with them, y'all. They they for real. You can take what you want from the Penn State game. Penn State OSU, it ain't the game. This game this Saturday is the most watched game, regular season game, pretty much every year. It's that big, y'all. The most watched regular season college football game pretty much every year, besides the years when we were just horrible. But besides that, this is the biggest stage. This is why you go to Michigan. This is why you go to OSU to play in this game. Everybody will be watching this game. This game will be the most rated, highest rated game until the playoff starts. Then those games or the New Year's Six games. Let me see. Jelani Davison. We got to recruit players like OSU and Alabama and Clemson and LSU, Georgia, and Oklahoma. That's true. That's true. We do have to get, but we getting faster players. We getting guys that because like if you look at our receivers and stuff like that, like our receivers like Nico, they're bigger. And if you see OSU, Oklahoma, Alabama, they're tall receivers. They have tall receivers, but they're lean. Lean dudes, they're quicker. They're quicker. They accelerate faster. Guys like Ronnie Bell, Sandra Steele, we got them coming, but we need some more of those dudes like on defense. Guys like McGrone. McGrone is a beast. That's what we need. Then Glasgow will be gone. Ross is getting redshirted, so he'll be filling in. He'll be filling in for Glasgow. I'm not sure who will be Viper or whatever next year. I'm not sure who will fill that place for Khalid Hudson. Let's see. Honestly, what do you say? Honestly, who can blame people for not having faith in Michigan? We have to prove ourselves. I hear you, bro. That's it right there. You have to prove yourself. And it ain't, and the players can use that to their advantage. That nobody believes in us. Nobody believes we can win. Only people believe in us are in this locker room. Let's go out and show them. Let's show them who Michigan is. That's what the players can do that. I don't care who you talking about. That's what, and then when I made my video, that's what I meant by not even talking to the media about. Oh, Dobbins said this. What do you think about OSU? You'll find out on Saturday. You find out on Saturday. Ain't no guarantees you're gonna win. Are you gonna guarantee a win like what's his name? I can't think of him. The running back last year. He done slipped my mind. But are you gonna guarantee a win? We'll find out on Saturday. Enough talking. Don't talk. Show up and hit somebody in their mouth for 4 quarters. Then you see where the chips will fall. Come out hidden in their mouth for 4 quarters. For real. Lavert Hill is fast, y'all. What is it? Who said that? Bobby Boucher. Lavert Hill is fast, bro, but he grabs. He grabs. And the refs, especially playing, we don't get loves from the refs anyway. So playing OSU, he gonna get a couple of pass interferences or holdings. You might as well count those right now. He gonna get a couple of them. I'd be amazed if he doesn't, because he just holds. But that's the type of defense we play. If you're playing man defense, you're gonna hold and grab. That just comes with it. Yes, I see Glasgow getting caught one-on-one on deep a lot. And this is the coaching part. Putting your players in position to be successful. So Glasgow will be out there. Will OSU try to get a running back on him? Will they take a wide receiver that's just faster and get him on him somehow? Those are the type of things that they do. And that's how Don Brown gets exposed sometimes. Because he will let those players put those players in bad positions to get exposed. Glasgow on a wide receiver or a fast running back, he's going to get torched. That's just a fact. You can't become faster. Your coach knows how fast I am. Why does he have him on me? You see that matchup? Timeout. No, timeout. Just like with Hamler, when we couldn't get the defense set or whatever they said, the defense wasn't ready. Timeout. Because it's a make or break play. When those fast dudes get lined up on linebackers and safeties, they thinking touchdown. So use that timeout. It might save the game. If we called a timeout on one of those plays against Penn State, we might have kept them from getting that last touchdown that put them over the top. Michigan is going to choke again against the best team in defense. We're going to find out on Saturday. We're going to find out. Man, I better hope this game is not like 2015 game where we received an ass whooping in the big house where Elliott lit us up. That was Jake Rudock in the offense worst performance. It was, but let's throw a little context into that, bro. 2015, OSU won the championship. Ezekiel Elliott and them boys, they won the championship. And we helped them. You know how we helped them besides losing? I believe we knocked out – didn't we knock out Barrett? And he ended up Cardale Jones ended up leading them to a championship because he's a freaking monster. Dude was like 6'5", 250, 260 or something. Almost like Joe. And when people talk about Joe, that's what we see when we talk about Joe. We see Vince Young. Can he be as good as Vince Young with time? Can he be as good as Deshaun Watson? Can he be a Cardale Jones type? That's what we see in Joe. A big, strong dude with a cannon that's gonna have elite elite athletic ability to make dudes miss and make plays with his legs. That's what we see when we see Joe. That's why some of us are calling for him. Yeah, but 2015 they won the championship, bro. So that wasn't no fluke team. That was a hell of a team right there. Because they whooped Bama. They whooped Bama. They rolled Wisconsin in the Big Ten championship. Then they rolled Bama. Then they rolled Oregon in the championship. We are about to smash the. I appreciate it. Y'all be letting the OSU fans support, man. I appreciate it. Ohio State 14. OSU fans be showing love. I see you with the $10 super chat donation, bro. I appreciate you enjoying the content. I appreciate that, y'all. Buckeyes are going to win 55-17. Come on, man. Don't come on here with them ridiculous numbers. We better not lose like that. If we lose, it better not be like last year where it's just a ridiculous type blowout type thing. I ain't even going to lie. OSU got at least 5 players every year that run 4.3. Facts. Bobby Boucher, that's facts right there. And people have to realize how much speed they've stockpiled over the years. Like, they're not getting mediocre. These dudes are fast athletes. All their skill position dudes have elite speed and elite athleticism. Who would you match up against Young? Bro, Young got to be the offensive line got to stay where they at. You can't be switching your offensive line, but you're gonna have to put Haskins out there to help chip him. If he's going on a route, he still has to chip him. You might need a tight end over there too. And you're gonna have to double dude, or you're gonna have to run away from him and just go away from him in quick passing game. Like, this is gonna show if Gaddis is what he says he is, and he's balling like he's a great play caller. It's time to show up, yo, because Chase Young will ruin that game for us. He will ruin it. Wolverine bullies. Hey, bro, how are you? I'm doing all right, bro. I'm getting nervous. I get nervous for this game like I'm finna play in it or something. I be nervous for this game like I couldn't even barely watch the Indiana game. I'm just thinking about OSU like, if I was out there, we would have lost because I'm thinking about next week. Yeah. You're going to have to bring in a tight end to deal with him. You're going to have to double him and then chip him after the double team. Hassan Sakali, he said, I'm the GOAT. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. I'm passionate about this Michigan stuff, y'all. I always been passionate. And then being blessed enough to have a friend that would take me to the games. So I got to experience the big house. I remember we used to go to the big house. We'd always get Philly cheesesteaks. We'd always get the Philly cheesesteaks and stuff. And then actually being able to go to see Michigan State and how we felt about Michigan State. And you know what I'm saying? Got to really be in the rivalry. Honestly, this is a pointless game for the Bucks. What do they have to gain except bragging rights? They're going to the title game regardless and the playoffs regardless. So what's the point? You wrong about that, bro. King True 23 TV. If y'all come out and get smacked by Michigan, y'all probably ain't going to the y'all might not go to the playoff. The playoff ain't guaranteed for nobody unless you undefeated. If you lose, you give up your chances. It's only 4 spots. LSU is probably going to be undefeated. Clemson will be undefeated. Then you got Georgia right now and Bama still. Or is it? Yeah. and no, Ohio State. But if y'all lose, you don't want to lose to Michigan. You still got a lot to prove because y'all ain't really played nobody. So y'all ain't just guaranteed if y'all lose. Y'all still got to handle business. Y'all ain't in the championship yet, bro. Like if y'all beat us, y'all should be in there. But y'all got to beat us. Y'all losing to us is not gonna help y'all. That's not gonna help y'all get in the playoff. It ain't an 18 playoff, bro. It's Oklahoma and Baylor. They also have one loss. Oklahoma could get in there. Baylor could get in there if they beat Oklahoma. So y'all ain't just guaranteed, bro. This game is serious for the Bucks. Y'all still have to win this game. This ain't no game y'all can just lose and still get in the playoff. You will be having to hope you get in the playoff. It's only 4 spots, bro. This ain't college basketball where everybody getting in. Yeah, we need to win this weekend. I need. Man, I'm ready to see us beat them, bro. I'm tired of them. My question is, why the hell haven't we hired Mike Hart as running back coach yet? I'm not sure why Harbaugh hasn't. Who was the running back coach? Jay Harbaugh. Come on, Harbaugh. Get a real running back coach. We definitely should have Mike Hart just for what he's done for Michigan, how good he was at Michigan, and everything. You know what I'm saying? When you actually got a real running back that's the all-time leading rusher and everything. This dude was 5'9", 5'8", and was beasting. Nothing but heart. You talking about heart? Mike Hart. That's in his name. Dude play with passion. It's pointless in what way? To get blown out by Clemson or LSU? Oh, Mark Dudley say y'all gonna get blew out if y'all get to the playoff. OSU fans, he say y'all gonna get blew out if y'all make it to the playoff. That's what he said. Ryan Day and the team have a statement to make. 19, hold on. Terry in 1969, Ohio State was unbeatable, right? Just saying that history has a tendency to repeat in these rival games. Anything is possible. That's facts, though. If you come with the passion and the hunger to win a game, and you come out there and you don't turn it over and you're executing, anybody can be beat. You just said what your rant was about, that we have not played anyone. For real though, on a level, this is what I mean by that. Y'all beat Penn State and y'all blew out Wisconsin. But you can't just lose to us. You saying like y'all can lose to us and y'all guaranteed to go to the playoff. Like y'all need them points. Y'all need every win y'all can get, because if y'all lose to us, it's not gonna look good for y'all. We already got 2 losses. It's not gonna help y'all. Like if we were undefeated or something and y'all lost to us, well then y'all would be screwed. But we got 2 losses. So y'all lose to a 2-loss Michigan team. If let's say y'all get blew out, y'all were to get blown out by us, y'all not making the playoff. I'm just gonna be real. Y'all not gonna get in. Just like last year, y'all had 1 loss. So Penn State's got 2 losses right now. Wisconsin has 2 losses. So we will see what their final records look like, but it's not like y'all got an LSU type schedule. LSU schedule has been so tough that they could probably lose a game and still get in off their body of work. Y'all body of work isn't good enough for y'all to lose against us and then just automatically get in. That's what I'm saying. But on that, I hate when Michigan fans say y'all haven't played anybody with the Wisconsin. Yeah, you right, because they beat us, blew us out, and y'all kicked their mouth in. I'm talking about on a national level, not just the Big Ten type stuff. The playoff, y'all can lose to us even by a close margin. I bet y'all be like this when that final playoff, final playoff rankings be. Please, come on. It ain't. You can put your faith in that committee if you want to with one loss. I wouldn't put no faith in that committee, y'all. The committee will have you mad at home like last year. Honestly, I felt like OSU should have been in the playoff last year. They just had one loss, but y'all see, one loss. Y'all best be trying to take care of business. It's a lot to prove. It's a lot to prove. Then y'all played Wisconsin. Y'all played Wisconsin and Penn State at home. We will be your toughest going into Michigan and beating us the way we're playing right now. That's gonna put y'all over the top. People look at this game based off what happened last year. We had chances to win in Harbaugh's worst season in 2013 with Hoke only losing by one. In 2013, that performance looked like the 2011. We got a chance, y'all, but they gotta want it. And when there's plays to be made, we have to make the plays. That's the big difference in all these close games. When it was a play to be made, OSU players stepped up to the plate and made them. You're wrong. We're going to the playoffs regardless. Think even if we lose, bro, there's only going to be 2 undefeated teams. Nobody is jumping OSU. You might be right. But do you want to find out? Do you want to have that chance? Why would you want to lose to us? I'm not understanding y'all logic on this. Why would you want to lose to us and hope? You're still going to have to hope you get in. You're still going to have to hope you get into the playoff. Ain't nothing guaranteed with the playoff with all these one-loss teams. You want to be undefeated. You don't want to have a one loss because Oklahoma or Baylor is going to have one loss. Let's see. Georgia has one loss. Let's say Georgia beats LSU. Then you got Clemson. All right. Georgia would be in probably since they beat LSU. LSU might get in because their body of work, and let's say they lost a close game to Georgia. LSU will get in also. Then in that fourth spot, are they going to put Bama? Bama lost to LSU. Y'all lost to us. Who you think they're going to put in? You better stop talking like that, bro. You better be trying to go undefeated. Ain't no guarantees with all these one-loss teams that are about to be up there. You don't want to be one of them. You don't want to be the one-loss team this year, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. If y'all go to Michigan and lose, we will be the best team that y'all have played. And then we're at home. They're gonna say, "Oh, okay, they couldn't go on the road and beat Michigan." It's gonna hurt y'all, bro, because they're not gonna look at Michigan like a Georgia, like a LSU, which Bama and Georgia, like these teams, the SEC teams. It's the SEC Invitational. Then Oklahoma. Let's say Oklahoma wins out. You don't want to have one loss, bro. I'm not understanding why you want to have one loss to us. You especially don't want to have one loss with me on here because I'm gonna be talking about y'all every time I get a chance. I'm gonna be singing and all types of stuff. So yeah, like OSU, we hate each other. So it's all about beating us. Bragging rights, of course, we want bragging rights, but y'all got something bigger that y'all trying to either play off. It's only 4 teams that get in, bro. Y'all lose to us, you're gonna be up in the air. Utah has one loss. It's a lot of teams with one loss, bro. Once you get one loss, now it's up to the committee. I just dropped by to say go blue, fuck Ohio State. All right, Bobby Dunn, I feel you. LSU is one dimensional, and defense is booty for real. That's true, but when you got a quarterback playing like that, When you got a quarterback doing what Joe Burrow is doing, you got a chance against anybody. What you think about Nico Collins? Us, Alexis Heron. Nico is a beast. I don't see Nico coming back next year. I've been saying that for some weeks now. I will be very surprised if Nico returns to Michigan next year. Relax, bro, and get ready to take this L. We gonna find out on Saturday, Steven. But I'm just telling whoever that was. I don't know if that's you. He talking about the game don't really matter if we win or lose. Okay, y'all trying to go to the playoff. I mean, you trying to go to the playoff, you might want to look at the rankings and how everything goes. Y'all had one loss last year and y'all got left out. OSU have taken the UM wins for granted over the years. It's time for UM. You right about that, Jay Marion, and that's why he just said that he taking it for granted, not knowing that you will be out of the playoff. Like you're gonna be like this when the rankings come out if y'all lose to us. I like that OSU is already talking national championship. Just keep looking past Michigan. That's what the fans do, bro. The fans looking past us. Them players, the players and coaches had them locked in. The coaches have OSU locked in for our game, bro. They practice plays after every practice just for Michigan. The players take it very serious. A lot of the fans, they've been winning so long. They ain't playing the game, so they can just talk if they want to. You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma, because of name, if Georgia wins, LSU will go along with Clemson. That's what I'm trying to tell them. 23 tells that if Oklahoma has gone to the playoff like every year, besides I think the first year. Feel like this is a new Michigan team. Teams playing with the chip on their shoulder, and the offense is more of an attack mindset. That's what we have to have to. That's what we have to have to beat them. We have to have that mindset. We will do Joe Burrow like we used to treat him in practice at the shoe. Lance Green. I was watching OSU last night. I mean, not OSU, but LSU. And this is what I've been saying about our backups and QBs. They said Burrow doesn't look that good at practice. They said that. The announcer said that that's what the coaches told him. He don't look that good at practice. But when them lights turn on and you got all them fans out there, he put the cape on. See, you got certain dudes that when the lights turn on and it's game time, they turn into Superman. They turn into Cam Newton in college, Vince Young in college, Deshaun Watson in college. You got certain players when it's game time and them lights come on, they put the cape on. Dun, 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 dun. Some dudes are like that. So you saying, well, how we did them in practice ain't the game, bro. Practice ain't the game. I feel like the ref's going to be cheating. That wouldn't surprise me, but it's playing through that. That's part of it. You got to play through all that nonsense with the refs. You can't let it get you down. If we fumble on the first drive, we can't get down like we did against Wisconsin or something. You gotta play through all that adversity and know, okay, each play we want to be better. Every play we want to get better. Next play. DPJ staying until senior year because his mom wants him to get that education. That's good. I want him to get a championship. And an education too. I ain't gonna be like he get an education too, but he gonna get that money. He gonna be making millions whenever he decide to go pro. Ohio fans really think they're gonna win forever. They do. Roman Cruz. They do think they're gonna win forever, bro. They cocky, but the team that made them cocky because we can't beat them. So we gotta get that dub. But things will change. Things change. You know what I'm saying? Things change. It ain't always like that. They had Before Tressel, they were losing all the time to us. Superman is Chase Young, actually the Predator. Dude balls out. I ain't got nothing to say about that. Dude be putting that cape on. And that's what I want to see out of players that we have. Turn into a man amongst boys. Put that cape on. That's what I was wanting when I used to harp on Rashawn Gary. That's what I used to want to see out of him. Bro, put that cape on. Because a defensive end can single-handedly wreck a whole offensive game plan. He can do it. King True 23 TV. Because y'all are horrible, I don't get this fan base. Why would we be thinking about y'all? We destroy y'all on the field and in recruiting. Why would we be shaking about Michigan? Just why? Cocky OSU fan. Why would we be shaking about Michigan? Just why? Boy, come on. We gonna find out. We gonna find out, man. Y'all are my Wolverines family, no Buckeyes. Would you want Urban Meyer to coach Michigan next year? That's a good question, Alexis. Honestly, I'm going to be real about this. And I know a lot of people hate Urban Meyer. But when you get into coaching, you see Greg Madison went right from Michigan to OSU. It's not a big deal. Coaches do this. Coaches will move. So if he was to come here, Urban Meyer is the second best. You could say Dabo or Nick Saban, Urban, in whatever order you want. Well, Nick is one. And then you can do Urban and Dabo. You can switch them out. How am I not going to want him? He's a great coach, y'all. And if he could turn us into what he's done for Florida, championship, OSU, championship, I'm gonna want that, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm tired of not winning the Big Ten. I want it bad. I want it bad, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I want it bad. And that makes my integrity when you talk about this different. Because if they paying players, I don't care. As long as we win that championship, I don't care. I honestly, I'm tired of it. I want a championship. I got to see younger fans. They didn't get to see us win the championship or get a share of it, whatever you want to say. I saw that. I saw Woodson win the Heisman. I saw Woodson blasting David Boston. I saw Woodson making one-handed catches. I saw all this stuff. This is in my history and in stuff that I saw. So, that's just it. Like, and even on the OSU level, I remember when their program changed, when they took the leap to be what they are now. And OSU fans, y'all can say, oh, we were this before that. For what y'all are now, y'all should have a statue of Jim Tressel. I don't know if y'all do. Y'all should have a statue of Jim Tressel and Maurice Clarett on y'all campus. Maurice Clarett put y'all where y'all are right now. Put y'all on his back against Miami in that whole year, even against us, to get y'all where y'all at now. Y'all got that championship, and y'all whole program changed with Tressel. He did that. Correct. Even when Krenzel threw that pick, Clarett hawks down Sean Taylor. Rest in peace, Sean Taylor, NFL legend that died. Takes the ball from him. Just takes it from him in the championship. Come on. So I remember even how they got to where they are now, the exact moments. Let's see. I am Dan Reeve. The game means more than the playoff. I don't know about it. Does. Have y'all seen the recruiting ranking? King True TV. You can have Urban. His SMV is past its prime. I was done with Harbaugh after the last season ended. I gave him this season to win the Big Ten, and he's not going to do it. So we may as well rebuild. Uh, that's my thing about Harbaugh with this though. We we've made our season decent, but for some of us, and I'm like you, Rip Serwin. It's about championships, y'all. It's about winning the Big Ten, going to the playoff, winning the playoff. So that's what it's about. Getting to the next level. Beating OSU has to be done. We can't do none of that stuff without beating them. But Harbaugh has to. We can't be starting slow like this year. Them excuses. I don't want to hear no excuses. Get them players ready. That's what I was talking about, bro. The program changed when y'all beat Miami. That's what I was talking about. Maurice Clarett. That's who led y'all to that. Maurice Clarett, Chris Gamble, Mike Doss. I know the players. I know the players. I was watching. Beat that Miami Hurricanes team. That's when y'all changed. Jim Tressel was the coach. He got a bunch of Youngstown players, but he got Maurice Clarett, who was toting it. Dude was ridiculous in college. And when he took that ball from Sean Taylor, I was like, whoa. Hawked him down. Sean Taylor is running down the sideline. Maurice Clarett. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. That's an OSU dude, but that's passion. That's we not gonna lose this game. We not gonna lose this game. Give me that. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. I remember Tim Biakapatuka running over Buckeyes for 300s. Yes, sir. Yeah, Bobby Boucher, those Miami teams were loaded. Sean Taylor, Andre Johnson. They just had so many players. Like it can go. The list goes on and on. Got to start beating us in recruiting first, then worry about football field. Heart and pride will only get you so far, bro. You seem to think because y'all blew us out last year. I'm gonna give context to what you're saying because you just keep commenting like y'all just trouncing us. 2016 double overtime. If they say that call was questionable, if they say y'all were short, y'all lose. Let's see, 2017 came down to the last couple drives. The games have been close. Michigan just hasn't gotten it done, but last year y'all blew us out in the third quarter. Before then, the game was closer. So you acting like y'all just blow us out every year. I want Hudson and Uche and Pay to blast Fields as the entire game, just pressure him. That's what I want every year, bro. Whoever their quarterback is, put his dick in the dirt. Got to start beating us in. This is yes you again. Clarett was a beast and Tressel for president. That's facts. Dude put them to where they are now. Honestly, I don't think y'all show him those two enough love. But hey, I ain't y'all fan, so that's on y'all. Yeah, if Michigan wants to get back, they must win them all and face OSU undefeated like 06. Oh, why you had to bring up that 06 game? I was watching that. They were showing it on ESPN last week. I was watching it. Oh, that was a hell of a game. And that's the thing. We had the chance to win it. Had OSU stopped them on third down, and a player hits the guy that's going out of bounds when we got him stopped. Bonehead plays. In OSU, I think they end up scoring or something. And it just basically ended the game because we couldn't stop them again. So bonehead plays. We have to play smart. Can't be trying to get little cheap shots in when the game is on the line and we're trying to get the ball back so we can go down and score and win. That one bonehead play killed it for us. What's up, Malachi McKinney? What's going on? Michigan is no joke, and I'm a Buckeye fan. And I'm a Buckeye. LOL. Brian Hoops. Yeah, Michigan is playing well. Like from right now, Michigan will be the best team that OSU has played this year. From what it's looking like. Yeah, when we lost to Wisconsin, we're not the same team. Wisconsin blew us out, kicked our doors in, but we're not the same team as we were then. So Michigan has gotten its stuff together. Gaddis has got his stuff together. The O-line is playing better. Shea is playing better, which is big. And the defense is playing better. So we're just playing better as a team right now. So we couldn't be asking to play better going into the OSU game right now. Now, if we would have played them after the Wisconsin game or around then, we wouldn't even have a chance. I don't think any of our fans would think we were going to beat them the way we were playing earlier in the year. They barely won with John O'Corn as our QB. What the hell are they talking about? These games have been tight. Exactly, Ronnie. 23 tails. You getting out of hand, bro. That's why I'm having to bring context to the stuff you say. Exactly. Oh no, my bad. 23 tails. That wasn't you. But yeah, we got blew out more off Don Brown's scheme. Him just being stubborn. Oh, I can just run man. I'm gonna do what I do. I run man defense, and this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, okay. Third quarter happened. OSU started. Boom, boom, boom. So this year, I'm ready for Ohio State. I've got you taking it personal now, huh? They knocked your head in. They put up 60 on you. So I hope you ready, because they're ready for you. If you didn't notice, they done beat your head in, Don Brown. You better be ready. ND fans are still ticked off. What y'all mad about? The ND fans? Y'all got us last year. I mean, we did kind of trounce y'all this year, and we won't be seeing y'all for a while. See you, Irish fans. We'll see y'all in 15 years? Hold on to that. Shea will not last with Chase on the field. Nita Burnett, you an OSU fan, but I'm worried about that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm worried about Chase, y'all, because what he does is what Shea has problem with: backside pressure, even front side. Because Shea will start looking downfield, and he don't see that backside, and Chase is gonna knock that ball out. He might not even sack you. He'll just go for the ball. We need some defensive scores. We need whatever scores we can get against them, y'all. We need punt returns. We need fumble returns. We need interception returns. We need it all. And if and this is the thing, if we get up like 2017, 14 nothing or something, we have to continue. We have to not let them score, and we have to continue scoring, because if we're up 14 nothing and when they score, that's when the momentum will change. That's when the momentum will change, and they'll be like, okay, they think they had us, and then our players are like, okay, oh, here we go. Or are we gonna? You know what I'm saying? So it's crucial to just, because you can hit them in the mouth, but they're the type of team. They answer back when they get hit in the mouth. They don't just, oh, okay, oh God, we're down 14 nothing. They're not just gonna quit. They gonna start back swinging. Okay, you got our attention now. Now let's see what y'all really made of. Just like Penn State. When Penn State got down 21 nothing, and then they hit OSU in the mouth all of a sudden. But then they got OSU attention again. Okay, they done hit us in the mouth. Yeah, I'm bleeding. Okay. They knock him out. So that's what it is. You got to play 4 quarters against them. Who would I trust more, Fields or Shea? Keep it real. Bro, I've been saying, I said this, I made a video last week. I trust Fields more than Shea, y'all. That's just me. Shea is known to make a bonehead mistake. I think Fields might have like 2 or 3 turnovers of the whole year. But my problem with Shea is where I can't just trust him all the way. Is he will make a bonehead play. He might get an intentional grounding or something. He won't see the dude in the flat that's wide open, and he'll throw it in incompletion, or he might throw a pick and he won't see the like Shea's balling, but he's prone to make, even when he's playing well, he will make a bonehead play like that. Like when Harbaugh didn't get him out the game yesterday, and then he threw that pick late. Shea's just prone to make one bonehead mistake or 2 a game, but they're big. They're sometimes they're big mistakes. So I trust Fields more than him. I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. You ain't got to worry about that. But Shea's got my confidence way up, way higher than it was. My confidence was not high on Shea the way he had been playing, but he's been balling the last 2 weeks. But Fields has got like 40 something touchdowns, y'all. Fields has got like 44 touchdowns, I think now. Shea's got, after yesterday, Shea's got 26. So that's a lot of touchdowns, y'all. That's almost 20 more touchdowns with way less turnovers. So it's just off of analytics. I gotta go with Fields. Shea won't have the time to throw the wide receiver. The only hope is to keep passing game rolling. You're right, and that's my biggest worry about this game is to win. We have to do to pass, and their pass rush is what they do best. So to win, we have to go do what they want us to do almost. Because I don't see us being able to run on them. In the last 2 weeks, we haven't even been trying to establish the run, really. We've just been riding with Shea, and it's been working. But we haven't been going against a D line like they have with the freaking number 1 pick on it. Keep up the good work. The channel, congrats on the 1K. I appreciate it, bro. Dan Reeve. Don Brown refused to take Brandon Watson out the game. It was that simple, ball game. You're right. If you gonna keep Watson in the game, you know how fast he is. You know he can't. After you get torched once, it's not an anomaly. It's not something that just happened one time. That means that dude is faster than him. So Don Brown should have had him playing. He could have continued to play man, but not man tight coverage. That's the thing. We play tight man coverage. You can play man, but you can play 10 yards off of him. Now, if you get beat deep when you 10 yards off the ball, then you just trash. But that's the thing. We're playing tight man coverage. You should be playing, if you get beat now, switch to zone, or you switch to, all right, Watson, go 10 yards off the ball. Go 8 yards off the ball. But he just got him playing tight man coverage. Like, he ain't going to get no faster, Don Brown. I don't care how much you coach him up and yell at him. He ain't getting faster. Let's see. This Saturday, we're going to eat Buckeyes lunch. Jelani Davidson, I hope so. Because I'm hungry. I want that lunch. Off man or zone. Exactly, bro. 23 tails, you know your stuff. You got to go off man or zone. If you're not confident in his backup, then okay, adjust. Watson, you playing off man zone or zone. Give him a cushion. Give him an 8-yard, 10-yard cushion. How can you tell the difference between zone and 10 yards off man coverage when the game is going on? Uh, Sometimes you can't. The thing about a zone, you're gonna be able to tell a zone by what everybody else is doing. So if he's 10 yards off, and the thing about it though, with us, we don't play 10 yards off, 8 yards off. So that'll tell you something right there. So if you see one of our dudes playing off like that, we probably definitely in a zone. But on a normal team that plays off, man, it's gonna be like you're gonna have to watch some of the other players, because in college you don't have a lot of, okay, this guy's playing man on this side and this guy's playing zone. It's gonna be the whole defense is playing a zone. But yeah, and I usually go back and watch the game to see exactly what happened. I usually watch some of these games 2 and 3 times. Now I ain't going to the game, bro. I live in Florida. I live in Tampa, Florida. I ain't going to the game. Honestly, I wouldn't want to. Honestly, I like watching the game from being at games, and then watch. I like watching the game from home. You just get to see more of what's going on. Like my boy, he goes to the games. He's got season tickets and stuff, and he says he says the same thing. He don't like going to the games anymore because you get to see the field way better at home. Then you get to see the replays and everything. Like you see the game way better at your house, especially if you got a big TV. You know what I'm saying? Dax Hill should be on number 17, Chris Olave, all game, like how Woodson was on Terry Glenn. Terry Glenn died? RIP? I didn't know Terry Glenn died. Dax Hill, I'm not sure if Dax is ready for that, y'all. I'm not sure if he's ready to take dude like that. He might have the speed to stay with him, but that's only half the battle. When you playing quarterbacks that will throw it up, running with him is only half the battle. Now, once he throws it, when you're playing against garbage QBs, they see you running with them, they won't even throw it because they don't trust their arms enough. But QBs like Dwayne Haskins, Joe Burrow, or even Fields, they don't trust their arm enough to throw that ball up. So you running with them. Now the second job is turning around and finding the ball. Like Dax Hill and Vincent Gray, they don't really turn around and find the ball yet. They're not confident in doing that yet. So this dude, Olave or whatever, he's going up. This dude is going up. You can be right on him. This dude is going up and making plays. So on him, you need a dude that's going to turn around and actually find the ball. So our best bet will probably be Lavert Hill, because Lavert will actually turn around and find the ball. Like you need a dude that's going to turn around and find that ball with him, because he will snatch. He will go up and snatch. He gonna make a circus catch. But our receivers do that too. So, but I'm just saying that dude he was making some catches. He made a hell of a catch yesterday. Greg Madison and Al Washington turned the trash defense into gold. We coming for soft as Shay. Yeah, they simplified y'all defense because y'all got supreme talent. But who was that last year? Was that Greg Schiano? Y'all had, he was trying to do a complex defense when you just need a base defense, read and react. Like you don't need to be doing all this. When you got supreme talent, you don't have to do a lot of window dressing and all this type of stuff, because you can just man up and beat people. So that's it. And that's kind of what I want us to get back to doing. Like Don Brown, you don't have to do all this every tight man defense, every play and blitz and all that. You don't have to do that really against most of the teams we play. Because when we do it against good teams, it don't work half the time. So us making that our base defense, it don't make sense to me. Should have played more cover 2 last year. That's what I would love to see us do, a lot more two-man, cover 2 man with 2 safeties over the top, even cover 2 zone. Just switch it up. Just switch it up. I want to see man. I want to see zone. I want to see zone blitz. Switch up the defensive coverages. Never let them get a bead on what's going on. Don't worry, we got something for those butt guys come Saturday market. I see you, Brandon Gamble. Do I think it's going to be a close game? Honestly, I'm starting to lean towards that. I'd love to see us come out and just blow them out, but I don't see that happening, honestly. I'd love to be surprised. Surprise me. Don Brown got to stop OSU downfield passes and running the ball. Special teams and quarterbacks are going to run. Facts, Davidson. Yeah, that's what really worries me is their power running game with Fields and Dobbins. Us being out, our eye discipline. Because sometimes McGrone, he's young, so sometimes he takes bad angles. So if he takes a bad angle, Dobbins will take it around the corner on you. And same with Fields. Fields will eat up yardage real quick on you. So I'm worried about that power running game. And then once we get focused on the power running game, they start faking it and then catching us coming downhill and then getting a big play over the top. Because we'll get too aggressive trying to stop that power running game. Michigan, dang, I lost it. I might say, what'd you say, Michael Love? Damn, I wish I lived in Tampa. Yeah, I like it down here, bro. One thing I've learned is don't go with the eye test. That's true. Brandon Watson played for the Jags. Brandon Watson was a good player for us, y'all. Don Brown just put him in horrible positions. So it's hard to blame a player. Coaches' jobs are to put players in position to be successful. And Don Brown didn't do that last year. Like, honestly, after that game, Don Brown owed Brandon Watson an apology because he didn't put them, the defense in general, he didn't put them in position to be successful. He ran some zone sometimes, but we didn't run zone enough to come out and run it successfully on OSU in the biggest game of the year. He didn't get them ready enough in other games to do that. That's why you've seen him run more zone in other games to get them prepared. Because last year, he was just running man all year. I really didn't see any zone until the OSU game. You can't – practice ain't the game. You got to get ready. You got to practice stuff and then try it in game so you can get those kinks out. Practice ain't the game, y'all. I don't know if the 3-3-5 going to work against OSU running game. We're not running the 3-3-5 no more, y'all. I doubt if you'll see that. I haven't seen it the last couple weeks. He was doing that 3-3-5. I figured out why he was doing that because we're thin at D tackle. Kemp might as well be a DN. Dwumfor was out, and he wasn't playing the young dudes, Mozzie Smith and Chris Henry. He wasn't playing the young D tackles, so he basically was doing that because we didn't have another D tackle. I don't know why he didn't trust the young dudes, but that's why he was doing that 3-3-5 because Dwumfor, if Dwumfor is hurt or out, he goes to that 3-3-5. But he's been doing this 4 DN stuff lately. He's been going to 4 DNs, and I'm not sure if I would use that. I mean, in passing situations, you can always go to 4 DNs, but, they will go hard at Glasgow. If he's not holding his own, they will have to be willing to go elsewhere. Glasgow, that's big. You're right about that. Glasgow, Sean Hackney, Glasgow will be – they're going to be going at him. And probably Hudson too, because Hudson, he's questionable in coverage, covering those tight ends and stuff. So Glasgow and Hudson, don't be surprised to see The running backs on wheel routes against them and the tight ends against them, and even the wide receivers. They'll go five wide. They'll go five wide, and all right, you got all these linebackers on the field. Now, let's see what Glasgow and Hudson can do in coverage. And even then, you know, he'll get them on safe. They'll get them on safeties because Don Brown will be trying to blitz. So Glasgow and Hudson will be blitzing, but now you got Metellus and either Brad Hawkins or Dax in coverage. I trust Dax a little more than Brad and Metellus. Did y'all hear our fans at Indiana? Bro, stop going with the eye test. Huh? I don't know what you're saying, Reginald. You gotta elaborate a little more. Gotta sacks Fields at least 5 times to have a chance. He's dangerous in space. That's facts. You been to Flint, Malachi? I was born in Saginaw. 23 Tails, you from Arkansas? My parents are from Camden, Arkansas. And they moved us to I was born in Saginaw though, and grew up in spent my younger years in like Saginaw, but I grew up most of the part in Birch Run, Frankenmuth area. Let's see. I want the Wayne Woodard. I want the stadium to get really loud for this game. If you go into the game, man, forget the people telling you to sit down and all that. Y'all got to be rowdy, man. Y'all got to be rowdy at this game. Make it a home field advantage. If they playing at our stadium and it's not loud and rowdy, then it's not a intimidating atmosphere. Y'all gotta the fans make the atmosphere. Y'all have to make this game, make it loud and intimidating for them. Yeah, Hudson be grabbing y'all, bro. Hudson be grabbing. Nah, I don't see us getting a goose, them doing us where we can't even score. I don't see it being that. If they come out and we can't score, if we can't score against them, that means that our offensive line can't handle their defensive line at all. Not at all. And that means Chase Young is probably gonna have like 4-5 sacks, probably cause 2 fumbles. But even if they got up like that, then when a team is blowing you out, it just happens to where they lose lose a little bit motivation, and we'd get a garbage time score. But I mean, who cares at that point? But I don't see that. I don't see them not the way our offense is playing. I don't see us giving up a goose egg. Well, them making us have a goose egg. Fields is similar to Cam Newton. He's something like that. He's not huge. Cam is a freak of nature. When you get a dude that's 6'5", 6'6", 240, 250, that's scary. What's it Fields? 6'3", 6'4"? He's about like that. He's scary too. I ain't gonna lie, he's scary too. But he's more Fields reminds me more of the like a Braxton Miller than like a Cam Newton. He reminds me more of like a Braxton Miller type. Braxton Miller was a beast, though. Don't get me wrong. Braxton was a beast. He was scary athletic. You know Draymond? Draymond is my cousin. Draymond Green, that's my cousin on my pop side. All my pops side of the family, they all big dudes. Like my pops is like 6'2", 6'3". All them dudes big burly. My dad's side of the family, they all big and burly. Yeah, Draymond is my cousin, Saginaw, Michigan, bro. His a lot of our family is from Camden, Arkansas. That's where a lot of our family, like his pops, he's from They're all from Camden, Arkansas, and a lot of our family moved up to Michigan to work for GM. Like a lot of my aunties and stuff, they all got jobs at GM. Then my pops went up there, got on at GM. So yeah, I know Draymond. That's my cousin, bro. Yo, can our D line get to Fields? Last year we couldn't get to the QB. Exactly. And last year they took the they this is why Urban is a good coach, man. Dude can coach. They knew that our D line was good and would get pressure. So instead of trying to just do what they do, they gave their offensive line help. A lot of the times they had 6 blockers, 7 blockers. So they gave their offensive line help. If it wasn't a quick pass or something like that, the offensive line, they gave them help. They had a back staying back there to help block, or they had 2 tight ends and stuff like that. They a lot of those snaps when I went back and watched, I'm like, dang, why aren't we getting pressure? I had to go back and watch and see. They had like 7 blockers, 6 blockers, unless they were going 5 wide. And when they went 5 wide, Haskins would get rid of the ball within like, okay, 1, 2. He might get 3 seconds, get it out. But other than that, he was getting it out quick, or they had a lot of blockers. So that's just knowing what your opponent. That's respecting your opponent. So respecting your opponent to know I have to adjust. I can't just try to come out and do what we do. I'm going to adjust, and I'm going to have max protect sets so Dwayne can have time to make these deep passes. That's respecting your opponent. To not okay, Michigan has been getting pass rushed. Let me respect them enough to adjust and prepare for that. That's coaching. Don Brown. And that's why I be getting on Don Brown, because for some reason he didn't respect them. He thought he could run man, which boggles me. Todd B. We gave them gifts in the red zone. Mark Dudley, he kind of right about that. They did give them a gift. Well, it wasn't a gift. Penn State calls those turnovers. That wasn't a gift. When you hit a dude right on the ball with your helmet, that's you causing a turnover. But Penn State had only one good drive that game. Like the OSU fan stadium and the whiteout and hard to call plays for the. We got to act like the fans got to be rowdy. If you go into the game, you got to be rowdy. No excuses. But Ambry will grow. Yeah, Ambry is good. I love our defense, but they want Khalid to fill Jabril's shoes, and no Michigan player can do that. Jabril was a beast. If a lot of Michigan fans hate on Jabril because he skipped the bowl game. Bowl game didn't matter at that point, y'all. We had already lost to OSU. But Jabril was a beast that year, y'all. He took 2016, Jabril took home like four trophies at the end of the year because he was a beast. Like special teams, he was beasting. Defense, he scored some touchdowns on offense. Like dude was a beast. And against OSU, he had an interception. What more you want from him? I know what I would have wanted for Harbaugh to ask him to play a couple plays on running back with a fullback in front of him. Not just some trick play. Like I need you to play a couple, get us some snaps at running back, Jabril. I ain't asking you to get 20 carries, but I need you to get a couple snaps at running back because we need you. And and Jabril said he didn't want to play running back, but if Harbaugh really asked him in a big time moment, I'm sure he wouldn't have had a problem with it. The QB draw notoriously kills us. Ronnie Virgil. You right about that. It does. Just like against Wisconsin. They got Jack Cohn got some yards and got a touchdown running up the middle. Our tight ends are some blocking fools. Yeah, they better be this Saturday because we're gonna need them to. Michael Love said, "Who is your NFL team?" Honestly, bro, I don't really have a NFL team. I stopped rooting for the Lions because it was pointless. It's the NFL. You don't have to be that great to get in the playoffs and stuff. Like I stopped rooting for the Lions. The NFL, I root for Michigan players. So when the Eagles won and they had Brandon Graham and they were going against Tom Brady, it didn't matter to me because one team's got Brady, one team's got Brandon Graham. I win either way. Michigan player championship. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I root for Michigan players. Even if they didn't go to Michigan. Like when NFL, I don't take the college. I root for if you went to Michigan State, I kind of root for you. Not as much, but I got some love for Michigan State because I'm from Michigan. Even if you went to like Central Michigan or something like that, if you went to Michigan in the NFL, I will kind of root for you. That's just my Michigander in me. Uche playing this year should help. He didn't play last year. Yeah, Indiana screwed us against last year because they showed what our weaknesses on the defense, and then Chase got hurt. Uche was hurt. I think Dwumfor got banged up. Like our whole defensive line got banged up against Indiana, and then so it hurt us against OSU. What if you went to Michigan but from Ohio? Now, if you went to Michigan, it don't matter where you from. If you went to Michigan University and you once you get to the NFL, I'm gonna root for you. Like it don't matter. You that's just like Woodson. Woodson is my all-time favorite player. He went to Michigan. I mean, he's from Ohio, but he went to Michigan. Once you put on that jersey, it don't matter where you from. I'm I'm gonna root for you. I'm gonna call you out if you playing trash too, though. But if you balling and you a beast, I'm gonna root for you all day, every day. Like Woodson is my all-time favorite player. Like that's who I wanted to be when I was. That's why when I started back playing football, I wanted to be a safety, and I wanted to be Woodson because Woodson could play both corner and safety. When I started back playing football, my foot speed was too slow to play corner. I was getting torched at corner. I'm like, Coach, I can't play corner. Like, you might want me to play corner because I'm short, but I can't play it. We're gonna get torched. Like, I'm safety. I have an eye to see the field. Like, I can see the field and read a play fast. So I can play safety. Will Urban be eating pizza after the game? I hope so. Sean McCune is a hell of a blocker. He will need the help. That's facts. Our tight ends better be ready. This dude is gonna be just because you in front of him. That don't mean he gonna care. You can be in front of him, but you're gonna have to hit him in the mouth. Like you can be in front of him, and okay, I got him in front of him, and then he gonna boom, or he gonna hit you with that and dip his shoulder around you. You better be ready. Them tight ends better be ready for him, and the backs. So when he come, if the back is going on a delayed route, you got to come up and smash him. You got to come up and hit him. Or if you just back there blocking, you got to come up. You got to come hit that dude in his mouth and make him not want to come around that edge like that. It's gonna be crucial. Them running backs and them tight ends got to be ready to. All right, Chase. Yeah, I know you're supposed to be the number one pick, but guess what? You finna have a long day because I'm ready to hit you in the mouth. I don't care if I get no catches, but I'm finna knock you out every time I get the chance, Playboy. This ain't your award show and your NFL draft come out party yet. I'm finna be hitting you in the mouth all day, Playboy. I'm gonna make you sweat your braids out today. That's how them tight ends and running backs gotta feel. Even the offensive linemen, tight ends, running backs. This is time you can make some money. Slowing him down will make you money. That's if you got enough to. All those dudes got enough talent to play in the NFL. So you show up and protect your quarterback and hit this dude in the mouth and show you can pass block. You're gonna make yourself some money. So this ain't you want to if you want to take it that way, you want to make some film for yourself. Hit that man in his mouth. Protect Shea. My favorite player was Denard Robinson. That's when I started watching football. I'm younger. Denard was a beast. Denard had that speed. That's that Florida speed. That's that down south speed. They say Florida's got the fastest players because a lot of these dudes. It's so hot down here, y'all. So, if you don't live here all year, you don't understand how hot it is just on a regular day-to-day basis. Like it's hot, and these dudes be outside playing in that. It's hot, y'all, man. So if you're running around outside in that, it's gonna have you lean and cut, and you just gonna get quicker. So these dudes, and I guess they chase rabbits here or something. That's what I be hearing. They chase rabbits and stuff all the time. And if you ever chased a rabbit, you know it ain't easy to catch no rabbit. Yeah, but Denard was a beast, man. Denard was a beast. Like he beat Ohio State, beat Notre Dame, he beat all our rivals at least once. But he beat Notre Dame in just dramatic fashion, just like dramatic. You talking about dramatic? I remember when they made that comeback. I was getting ready to go to the club. Me and my boys were about to go out, and they trying to rush me. I'm like, no, we gonna come back. Like, no, I gotta watch this. I gotta watch this. And then the magic happened with he hit Jeremy Gallon. Then he hit who was it? Roy Roundtree in the corner, and it was just crazy. That was the craziest game. But Denard had that magic. He could make magic happen. Then he had, of course, the Ohio State game when he beat them, the eat 'em up game. Eat 'em up. You think Joe will see snaps for running plays? Probably not. Harbaugh won't even play our backups now in blowouts, so I don't expect to see him. I expect to see Dylan probably maybe with a trick play, but I don't expect to see Joe. Yes, sir. Arnett, Mosley. That's what it's about. Hit these dudes in the mouth. And then this is the game to show up. This is going to be the most watched regular season game of the year, just like last year. So, if you got NFL ambition, whatever you got, you can make some money for yourself. You can make a name for yourself. You can become a Michigan legend. It's all there for y'all. Go out there and hit somebody in the mouth. and on defense and all these offensive players, make them plays. Make the play. When it's a play to be made, make it. Desmond Howard. You want to be a Michigan legend, show up on Saturday. Young is going to eat Mason. I don't know about that. Ben Mason come hit you in the mouth. Now that's one dude I know will come and hit you in the mouth. If I'm Harbaugh, I might just first play. I might just sabotage the first play. Man, I don't care where Chase is. Just go hit him in the mouth. Bring me back Shea. Bring me back his golden locks. Bring me back his golden locks, man. Go knock out Chase Young. Ben Mason, he will knock somebody out. so you might not be wanting to say Ben Mason. Yeah, bro. I've been thinking about I might need to start coaching me a little like a little middle school team or some kids and stuff. Start instilling that passion, bro. I'm passionate about this stuff, man. Like for real. Because once I'm the type of dude that once I get hype or you start talking trash, I start my blood starts boiling type stuff. So Like I was one day I was in practice and one of the dudes started talking stuff and I just started every play we were going back and forth. I'm just hitting him. I'm hitting him on the sideline. Everything. He getting mad. I'm okay. You don't want me to hit you? Okay. Okay. Next play. Boom. I'm blasting him again. What's up? Okay. Let's go. He might get a catch on me. He right back. We going back and forth at it. Let's go. Now we practicing. This is my team. So once I get going, I'm like, let's go. Like, okay, we playing now. Well, all right, let's play. I was like that with basketball too. I don't care if I'm at the rec. You start talking stuff. You your best bet is not to start talking stuff to me because it make me just play better. I think Michigan wins just because OSU already have a trip to Indiana and will be thinking about it. Nah, they gonna be focused, bro. Us just hoping that they not focused on us and all that stuff. They coach is not gonna let that happen. When they go have that, and this is one thing I like that OSU does. When they go have their little what's it when they go have their little at the auditorium with all the fans, when they talk to the fans and they had the coaches, stuff like that, that's they not gonna be able, they're not gonna have letdowns. They're gonna show up for the game. They're gonna show up. We their biggest rival. We their biggest rival. The coaches are not gonna let their players, not show up for this game. That's why we gotta take it. Because they're gonna be ready. Like they don't take us lightly, even when we were bad, y'all, and we had decent teams. They still came out and handled their business because the game means so much to them. They don't have rivals. Like they don't have true blue blood rivals except for us. So this is all they really have to look forward to as far as rivals is us. Like, oh, we gonna trounce Michigan. That's why it means so much when you see an OSU fan and a Michigan fan. I'm gonna seek them out in the off season or whatever. I see him at the store. I don't know him. I'm like, it's gonna be different this year. This is off season talk. It's gonna be different this year. Oh yeah, y'all say that every year. Oh, it's gonna be different this year. Sometimes I had the urge to. I should go smack that OSU fan. I should just go. I should just go smack them, but you know what I'm saying? It's just all love. We all fans. So why do U of M players? Hold on, what did I just missed it? Why do U of M players and continue to talk trash when they haven't beat? I got a problem with that. I talked about that before, Sean. Shouldn't be no talking from the players. Shouldn't be no talking. That's why I say if when reporters try to do these spring loaded questions and stuff like that, I wouldn't even be answering questions. Like we're gonna see on Saturday. We're gonna see. Yeah. Whenever the game is, whenever they answer the question, if it's a month away, we're gonna find out in a month. We'll see in a month. I guess you'll have to find out in a month. I wouldn't even be answering no questions. Like this is business. This ain't it's just a game and it's fun and it is, but no, this is business for us Michigan and Ohio State. This is business. This is Crip and blood. This is hatred. When I see an OSU fan with that red stuff on, I swear I just want to just line them up like set, hot. I swear I just want to go just run right through them or something. Uh, when I talk to people and they say I'm from Ohio, I give them a look. I give them this look like I did a dude like that the other day. He was like, "Oh, I'm a Michigan fan." I said, "Oh, okay." Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel you. You made the right choice. Somebody said I got a little Draymond in me. Yeah, yeah, I'm that type, bro. I'm that type. I'm a Draymond type. For real. That's family. But yeah, we keep talking about Chase when they have the talent all down the D line. That's facts. That's why I say they call themselves, somebody's calling him Superman and the rest of them the Avengers. But he's a beast. You got to slow him down first, but you don't want to give him too much attention and then let the Avengers wreck your game. So it's going to be a total, the whole offensive line. We might have to do a lot of max protecting to where we got 2 tight ends and we got a running back there. But when you do that, it gives you less options to throw to. So it's a give and a take. Honestly, we're going to have to do a lot of screens and stuff for what they do, because if we try to throw downfield, we playing right into their hands. You hope this is OSU's early road ass whooping, Daniel. Me too. I hope so too. Let's see. Crips and Bloods, do the seawalk real quick. It's that serious, bro. It's that serious, though. And I know, like, just like with Alabama and Auburn or whatever, I don't know if they take it that serious, but I think they do. But everybody knows Michigan and OSU. Like, Bama, all these teams have been winning. We haven't won a championship since 1997. But if you go to California, Michigan, you can go to anywhere in the U.S. and you're going to find Michigan fans. You're going to find people wearing that blue. Just like we winning championships or something. We still got that fan base. And please don't put nobody behind the podium like Gentry and Higdon guarantee the game. Yeah, ain't no guarantees. I wouldn't even be talking about the game. That's what I'm saying. I ain't even talking about it. Nita Burnett, that's how you feel? That's how I feel when I see a Michigan fan. We gonna talk. When I see an OSU fan, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna have to go get. I'm gonna have to add bond money, and I ain't gonna. You say this ain't business, it's personal. At this point, it is personal. But when they talk about it, this is business. Like when they talk about it, it's business. Because they do that talking and they ain't walking the walk. Now, if you're gonna talk and you're gonna go out there like Woodson or somebody, and you talk the talk and we walk the walk. But if you ain't walking, if you ain't walking the walk and you just doing all that talking, nobody want to hear that. You just be quiet. You just be quiet unless you finna go out there and do something. Nobody want to hear all that talking. And if you out there missing passes and doing all this messing up, no, come out there. If you gonna talk, I need to see you balling out. I need to see you playing like Shea. If you gonna talk, Joe Burrow. I need you to be doing stuff like that, or whoever. I need you being the best player on the field. If you gonna talk, you got to be the best player out there. Just think if Nick Bosa stayed with Chase Young. I don't want to think about that because I was telling people last year. They were like, he ain't that good, and he is that good. You see what he doing for San Francisco? Legit. Sometimes dudes can just ball. I mean, you can be a fan and he ain't that good. When I see a dude balling, I can't do nothing but say he is balling. Like this dude is a freak of nature. Like I got to give credit when it's due. Like Chase Young is a beast. I went to the Lions versus Buccaneers here in Tampa. It was 80-20 Lions fans, Michigan fans all over Florida. Facts. It's a lot of Michigan fans down here because it's beautiful down here all year long. Like today, like it was like 70 today. I'm wearing shorts. I had on shorts all day today. What was it like in Michigan? Probably like 40 or 30 or something. Yeah, we getting away from that. That 96 national championship team was media poll, not one on the field. Man, don't start that. We had the Heisman Trophy winner and everything. We were undefeated. When anybody talks about who won that 97 championship, they say Michigan, and then they say Nebraska or whatever, whoever that was. They say Michigan first. We had Woodson. So you just bring whoever you wanted to, and okay. I wish we could have played it out on the field. I don't care. But we had Woodson. We had the best player in college that year. Y'all might say to Tennessee fans, Peyton should have won that champion, should have won the Heisman. Please. He didn't have the swag to win the Heisman that year. We had somebody picking the ball off 10 feet in the air. We had somebody scoring on defense, offense, and special teams. I don't want to hear that at 96. Sandusky, Ohio, bro. Beat it. Beat it out of here. Still side of, I don't think I ain't catch that. Get out of here with that. Yeah, Timothy Bolin. I'm in Tampa, Florida. No, I can't let some people try to get out. Nah. I can't let him get away. I gotta tell him. OSU says they always beat Michigan. Oh well, from my pops. I'm so tired of you OSU fans. Y'all so cocky and y'all can be cocky. That's what I hate. They done beat us so much they can be cocky. They believe in their team. See, that's why they can be cocky because their team has won so consistently that they can just say anything and they gonna back it up. I trust them. Uh, Sandusky, I'm about to boot you out of here. Michigan has to go back 30 years for glory. Boy, well, if since you want to say that, at least our basketball team be doing something. We done went to plenty of championships then. Jabril was the best player in the last 10 years. Uh, you might be right. Are we just talking college or are we talking about just football player with the pros too? Because we done had some pretty good Pro Bowlers now. 10 years, what would that go back to? 2009? Yeah, you might be right because Marlon Jackson, he was a beast. Lamar Woodley, that was like 2006, 2007. Yeah, you're probably right. Devin Bush was our best player. You could say that. I mean, you could say that. You could say Devin Bush. You could say Jabril. It's just kind of who you liked more. Jabril took home a lot of hardware though. Dude took home like the best defensive player, the best like outstanding player. He took like 3 or 4 trophies home that year. Best returner, I think. Like they gave him all the awards that year. Jordan Lewis, Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham is a beast. NFL champion. Jordan Lewis was pretty good. Yeah, he was pretty good in college. He was a beast. Leon Hall, I was gonna say Leon too. Leon was a beast. David Harris when it was a beast. He was a Pro Bowler for a while. Uh, he was on that Wood team with Woodley and all them. Mario Manningham, Super Bowl champ with the New York Giants. I can't believe Juwan Howard came back to y'all after the way y'all treated the Fab Five. Bro, when you go to Michigan and all that, it's just different. Once you done been in that, it's just a different breed. I can say the same about how y'all treated Maurice Claret. I think he came back to y'all to talk or something. Y'all treated him like trash, and yet he put y'all to where y'all are now. Yeah. What'd you say, Nita Burnett? You don't miss my post. You like when I trash talk Don Brown. Don Brown to make me mad, man. It, Don Brown, you got to this year. If you don't do something and hold OSU to at least 20 or below or 17 or something, I'm tired of you. Don Brown, Don Brown, Don Brown and Harbaugh, I think they like each other because they're so stubborn that they don't adjust. It takes them so long to adjust and everything. So I think that's why they like each other so much. Yeah, Denard beat OSU. That was when y'all were had an interim coach, but he beat y'all. He was running all over y'all. He was running everywhere. Just but he was that type of dude. He was fast like that. So that ain't nothing. Jared Wilson, he was pretty good. He was pretty good. Taylor Lewan, he's damn good. Todd B, yeah, y'all cocky. A lot of y'all fans are cocky, but y'all have earned that. Like I ain't taking nothing against y'all. Y'all have earned the right to be cocky. The players, like the players and the fans, both of them, they've earned it. I don't when you've won and had success, I ain't gonna take that from y'all because y'all have done it. So y'all have earned the right, fans and coaches, all of them, to be cocky. Wearing the OSU shirt if we win in Ann Arbor. I ain't wearing no OSU shirt. Jacob Pierce, why you? David Long doesn't get his credit as a top 5 Michigan player last. I don't know if he was top 5, bro. I don't know about that. Shea is getting my props for bouncing back. Yeah, shout out to Shea. He's bounced back. But he wasn't healthy earlier in the year. That's the thing. He wasn't healthy earlier in the year. So they were trying to protect him, and that's the reason why he was doing all that. Because he wasn't he wasn't healthy. Zaddy said just want to say Michigan beat OSU 13 times starting out. The rivalry goes through stuff like this where OSU will be on top, then Michigan, OSU. It goes back and forth. It's Devin Funches. Devin Funches was pretty good and beast. Devin Bush ripped up the Spartan logo field last year. Hands down, makes him the best player. Yeah, that's legendary. That was legendary because he didn't just rip up the field. He went out there and balled out also. You got to do both. You can't talk trash and then come up small or lose. You got to do both. If you're going to talk trash, you got to back it up. Michael Love, Jabril was a. I hate that some of our fans hate on Jabril. Jabril was a beast, y'all. He was a beast, man. Like, dude was cocky, but he backed it up. He backed it up. Even against MSU, made a stop on 4th down. He made the stop. And he took that little 2-point conversion back. Then he did the little, when he passed the line. Got a pick against OSU 2016. You know what I'm saying? That 2016 game, we should have blew OSU out. I know OSU fans are going, but Wilton Speight threw 2 picks, and he fumbled the ball after Jabril picked it on the 1-yard line. Wilton Speight screwed us out of that game. Before the 4th down, 4th and 1, Wilton Speight kept OSU in that game single-handedly. I would much rather go to the playoffs than be watching at home and playing in the Papa John's Pizza Bowl. You right about that, King True. But you saying y'all can lose to us and still make the playoff. You'll be on a New Year's. Y'all will be in a New Year's 6 bowl, but it ain't gonna be in the playoff. You better saying whether y'all win or lose to us. It's too many one-loss teams, bro, for you to be saying stuff like that. Especially after y'all had 1 loss and didn't make it last year. You thought you would have learned y'all lesson from that last year. Log off and sleep it off, bro. 2016. Go back and watch that 2016 game. 2016, I give OSU all the credit. But 2016 game, y'all got dominated. Y'all shouldn't have won that game. Just be real. I'm a realist. I'm going to keep it real. The 2016 game, y'all shouldn't have won that game. Our quarterback kept y'all in the game. Throwing just dumb picks, fumble it on your 1-yard line. We're about to go in and score again, and he fumbles it. Let's see. Sandusky, I'm about to boot you, dog. You keep coming back. I'm about to boot you. How many playoffs Michigan played in? I say good day to you, sir. You in timeout, Sandusky. Why do UM fans live in the past? Oh, ain't won the big since 2004. Don Marks, I can say, why do OSU fans come on here and talk? And I want to talk to Michigan fans. Speight caused the 14-point swing through a pick 6 and fumbled what would have been a TD as they would have exactly. Like I keep it real. So with the 2016, our quarterback single-handedly kept y'all in that game. Y'all were getting dominated. Because 2016, we had a lot of seniors, a lot of juniors. We had a lot of seniors, a lot of juniors. Then we had dude like Jabril, a beast out there. Then we had Jordan Lewis and them boys out there. We just had a loaded team. That's why the game should have been dominated by us, but our quarterback just kept y'all in the game. I would rather win this game and not go to the playoffs. Do you think our wide receivers will be able to make plays? Our wide receivers can make plays on anybody. Shea just has to throw the ball right. If they're running just like he threw that slant to Nico and Nico took it to the house. Nico didn't have to break stride catching that ball. All he had to do was catch it and turn the corner. That's how you got to throw those balls. Don't throw it low. Don't throw it too high where he has to jump. Shea has to put it where those dudes can make plays on those deep balls. This is a game where don't put it where he is, put it where he's going to be. But Nico's radius is just so big, like he's just gonna make a play. I had to say good day to him. I say good day to you, sir. fan living in Columbus, Ohio, also went to Ohio State. Oh man, you went to OSU, bro? You couldn't get into Michigan? Shea is 13-0 in the big house in blue end zones. Hopefully he can keep that going. I know I've been hearing that stat a lot lately. Yeah, King True. That 2016 team, that was, and I talked about senior-led teams the other day. When you got a senior-led team, you have to maximize it. When you got seniors that are NFL, like we had like 11 players go in the draft that year or something like that. Like that team was loaded with NFL talent. And they Spate played horrible, but even besides Spate, our defense had the chance to stop who was that? Samuel. I'm not sure who the running back was, to stop him on that third down for where it would have been like 3rd and 10 or 3rd and 15. And they let him make all these dudes miss. And it was 4th and 2 or 4th and 1. OSU's kicker was horrible that year. They didn't want to kick the field goal, so they went for it. But that's what happened. So our defense had the chance to stop them, and they just didn't do it. Got to make the plays. I guess I'm about to get off of here, y'all. Man, I enjoy this. I'm going to start going live a lot more, y'all. So I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I did. I enjoyed talking to y'all and answering. He said, stop being delusional, Mark. I heard somebody talk about 2 teams out west that both wear their home uniforms. It's like 5,000 fine and trade it off paying it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing us both wear those. Not in Michigan this year. We can do that next year in y'all stadium. We can wear our home jerseys and y'all wear y'all homes. But this year, y'all wear y'all away jerseys. Then next year, we're gonna wear our home jerseys in y'all stadium. y'all OSU, it ain't gonna make a difference, right? So, let us do that. Good show, fuck bitch again. Damn, why you gotta talk about us like that? Yeah, I'm finna get off of here, y'all. It's been a long live, almost 2.5 hours, but it went by fast, y'all. I like y'all questions and everything. Do you see Don Brown running bracket coverages against OSU? He gonna have to do something because he gonna try to run man. So he gonna be running that bracket sometimes. And I'm not sure how many crossing routes they're gonna run. But the thing about the bracket is you're bracketing the inside receivers kind of, or you're bracketing, you're double teaming almost like one player. But if they go deep when we're doing the bracket, it might expose, something else. That's why I don't really like the bracket. Just go 2-man over the top. Run man and have your safeties over the top watching everything. It's simple. You trying to make everything so complex. Run 2 safeties over the top, have them watching everything, and everybody else man up. Simple. Or run zone. You had to think of this crazy bracket coverage scheme, which still has its weaknesses if we don't get to the QB. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. I appreciate the donations. I enjoyed talking to y'all. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. As always, go blue.